Good morning, guys. It's John. Welcome back to KC Farms. We've got a lot of chicken things to do today and a great sale I need to share with you on the Hen Gear nest boxes. But heading out to do chores, I needed to stop and show you this. This is Jamie's project that she loves and says she's not going to do every year, and then does it every year, and then decides to do it again the next year. But the tulips are coming up like crazy. We've got our fridge full of tulips for markets, and every morning we come out and pick tulips, and every afternoon we come back out and pick tulips, and there are more and more blooming every single day. We did 1,000 tulips, and it is kind of fun. I'm not much into the gardening, but the tulips are pretty easy. You don't really have to do much. Set, forget, and pick. So wanted to show you the tulips. They are looking fantastic. We've got a small market today we're going to head to with our pork and chicken, and also some tulips. But the first job, main job today, is to get our egg layer flock moved. They've got a new job we need to put them on, and everyone's waiting to get fed. So we're going to hustle, get all those fences tore down, get the chickens moved across, get them out, and get our day started. All right, first stop is the chickens. We got to get all the netting picked up. And you remember, we've got our one introvert chicken that likes to stay in here by itself. That chicken tractor is going to be easy to move. This one, not so much. I planned on coming out last night when we shut them up and taking half of these birds and moving them in there so they'd both be easier to pull. Well, at least this one would be easier to pull. It'd make that one harder, but we're not going to be going too far. My mother-in-law wants to put them out here in the front of her house, where they have been, in here they've been raking and mulching leaves with their feet while they scratch. So we're hoping to knock out some of this leaf issue and get them all mulched up. Also gives them a great spot to turn those leaves, look underneath for bugs and anything else that they may want to eat. So, man, it's kind of cold this morning, 38 degrees. It's gonna be in the upper 70s to 80. The rest of the week we do have some more storms coming in, which is going to affect some of our other jobs, but let's stop talking and start moving. All right, you can see that they are already doing their job. I just filled up their feeders, and they are more interested in scratching around out here and seeing what is under these leaves. So make your chickens do work for you guys. These guys are on this mulching project. They're going to be cleaning up insects. They're also going to be spreading fertilizer, and that is an awesome thing. So it takes a little bit of time to get them moved, but it is not bad. Chickens are happy, and you will be happy too. This time of year they're getting, you can see this one here pecking at some of these grasses here. Soon we'll get them moved over to the grass, but they have a little bit of grasses in here and whatever else they can find. But the chickens love it just as much as the pigs do when they get moved. So I'm not gonna make you guys wait any longer. I definitely wanted to share this news with you. If you are on the fence about getting a rollaway nest box, the month of March is the month of April. Today's April 1st. You guys won't see this till April 2nd. is the month to do it. So if you go to Hen Gear, and like I said, if you've been on the fence about getting a rollaway nest box, these have been a game changer for us. We're not constantly spreading out hay to fill our nest boxes. They're not kicking the hay out. They work amazing. We've got a hen in there laying already, and it is ready to go. But the deal is, for the entire month of April, you get 10% off any of your purchases, and you can also use the code KC15 to get an extra $15. Now, if you're needing multiple nest boxes like we did, if you spend over $800, you're gonna get 15% off, plus the KC15, you get that extra $15. So if you have been on the fence about getting a rollaway nest box, the month of April is the month to do it. Now, if you're not seeing this in the month of April, ooh, we've already got eggs. There we go. If you're not seeing this in the month of April, you can always use that code KC15 to get your $15 off. But if you are seeing this month, you can get that extra 10% off or extra 15% off, depending on how much you're spending. So go check out hengear.com. Don't forget to use the code KC15 to get your extra $15 off. So we'll be talking about that all month to remind you, and we'll have that posted on our different social medias as well. Hopefully you can take advantage of that deal. We've enjoyed them ever since we've gotten them. At least 95% of our eggs come back clean, and we are not washing eggs, and that is a huge time saver. So we are finished with the egg laying chickens for now. They are going to be working all day long, cleaning this area up, and we are excited for that. So we got to get back to the meat chickens. We have been wanting to get them outside, but with storms approaching, we are keeping them in for the next couple days, just so we don't have to worry about any unnecessary deaths. So let's go check out the meat birds real quick. All right, into the brooder. And we have got these guys fed. These are our older chickens in here. Let's open it up and check it out. Normally, depending on weather conditions, we would have these birds out already. They are just over 4 weeks old, and you can tell they're starting to feather out. And if you've ever raised Cornish cross before, you know that their butts are sometimes naked. So we get the comment every year when we show these birds, oh, those chickens are unhealthy, they're naked. Well, Cornish cross, some people call them the Frankenstein chicken. A lot of people don't like them, a lot of people love them. These are bred just to get big, so sometimes they don't fully feather out because they're putting all that feed conversion into growing meat. So I'm sure we'll get comments on this video again. It happens every year. You should try this breed, you should try that breed. Well, we love the Cornish cross. They grow fast, they grow big, and it's only 8 weeks until we are already harvesting and filling our freezers with meat. So here they are. We just gave them new bedding, and we're gonna keep them in for another 2-3 days maybe. I guess this video you're gonna see on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Hopefully Thursday we can get them out. Wednesday we're supposed to have 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. Temperatures are gonna be fine. I just don't want them out there in the storms. Obviously we're not gonna be able to miss every storm that comes, but we're gonna, while we have the chance, we're gonna err on the side of safety here and keep them in for 2 more days. It is not going to affect them. Look at this guy. He said, I'm not hanging around with you guys at the bottom. I'm going up top to get my feed. So would love to have them out, but rushing them out at the expense of possible loss is just not worth it to us. So these guys, they've got plenty of space in here, and it is nice. We haven't had their heat lamps on for, I don't know, over a week or so, getting them used to not having that heat on them. Since they're fully feathered out, they do not need it. So that's the plan with them. We'll run over here and check on the chicks, who are just a week old and doing just fine. We have not lost a single chick. Let me knock on some wood here. Okay. We have not lost a single chick out of this batch. They're doing fantastic. And I think one of the biggest keys to that, in the past when I'd come out here, these chickens do not go through these waters. I've got 3 waters in here, and they do not go through them in a day. You know, there's always water in there. As they get bigger, they get through them all. But so when I would, in the past, I would keep I just saw that, hey, they got water, they're fine. Well, every morning and afternoon when I feed, I come and clean that water out, get them fresh water. And I think that's been one of the big differences in our keeping them alive and well. Just because they have water in there doesn't mean it's good water. They need fresh, clean water. So check that out. If you're having any problems with loss, constantly change their water when you see it. Even if it's full, get them fresh water. So they're doing great. No losses. We hope to keep that up. Like I said, they just turned a week old today. So they've got a couple weeks left in this brooder. As it starts to warm up, we should be able to get these guys out earlier and earlier. So we got batches coming in every 3 weeks. And as we get into summer, they will spend less and less time in the brooder, which is an awesome thing. So there's our Cornish cross update. We need to get everybody else fed, and I've got one more group that needs to be moved, and it is a group of pigs. So let's head out and get everybody fed. Let's get that group of pigs moved and check out what's going around. Check out what's going on around the farm. All right, gotta show Mama here. As the sun starts to come out, we are almost finished feeding. We've got one more group, but you know I like to show you the piglets. Obviously they have not decided to wake up yet, so let's see what they're doing. Oh, they're a little bit awake. Hey pigs, hey pigs. Getting big. I think we're rolling up around 3.5 weeks old. Come on. Little scared cats. Come here. Come here, pigs. But they're growing nice. All 5 that are left are really getting thick and nice. Looking good. So there's your piglet fix for the morning. We won't bother them. So we'll get out here. We've got one pen wondering why they haven't been fed yet. And they haven't been fed because we want to get them moved. So they are waiting on us. They've seen us go around and feed everyone else. And they are thinking, excuse me, you forgot us. But I do want to get them moved, so we're gonna feed them and move them. All right, you can see where they were in the wintertime. They were here. They have not been on this section yet, and this section has been a wet spot for us. So now that hopefully most of the rain is done, we are gonna come right from the corner of this barn. And normally we do only 3 fences. I'm gonna get as many fences as I can. I'm gonna go all the way down to our well pump there. As far as I can, I'm gonna give them the biggest area possible, so that way they can be in here a little bit longer, and it will give the other sections more time to heal as we are starting to get some grass growing in. You can see we've got some large spots here that they are gonna love. It's got some clover and whatever else they can eat. So we'll start from this corner. It means we'll move their house into this section here, which we'll need to get some more new hay in here and get this area all set up. But they are patiently or impatiently waiting on breakfast, wondering why they are last. So we'll open this up, put their bowls over here, fill them up, give them a little extra as I take down these fences around their spot and re-wrap them all the way around this large area. All right, the key to moves like this, giving them a little extra feed, makes breakfast last a little longer. And then making sure you turn off the electricity from the old fence you're moving them from. It's in your bowls. All right, while they're doing that, we are gonna get to work taking all this fence down and around. This is the 4/18/12 pig fence. I've talked about this before. It's small, it's light, and so much easier than the chicken fence. We're gonna have 3 strands of it, which is 300 feet long, in one hand, hopefully. All right, of course we are close to a spigot, which makes filling waters easy. And eventually we are gonna get the wallows filled back up here. Like I said, high 70s, 80s. We're probably gonna need to get out some shade cloths and fill some wallows for pigs, but that is still gonna be easy in this spot. So they have got a good area, 400 feet of fence. And it doesn't always work out perfect for me, but that one actually worked out perfect and it all lined up. So it's not hard to fix. If it doesn't, this'll. Quit being so rude. I'm sorry, Joyce. I know Joyce is with pig, so when it's time to move her, she doesn't have far to go to the farrowing barn, but they are getting every less scrap they can. Worked out perfect again, just adding a little extra feed and giving me a little extra time to move them like that. That's so much easier picking up the existing fence than grabbing new fence, putting it up, and then moving them in and then having to take their old fence down. So it saves me a step. So that's gonna be the plan. We've got 4 or 5 other groups of pigs that need to do the same thing. This time of year, when we're finally starting to get some green growing in, I'm gonna give them a much larger area than normal. Excuse me. And then that will let the spots from this winter, give them extra time to grow in before we have to move them again. So pretty excited about this. Really excited to get those chickens out of the barn. Guys, if you are, I'm gonna tell you again, Hen Gear, they do a sale about once a year, normally towards spring like this. So you can get your 15% off, 10% or 15% off, depending on how much you spend, plus the extra 15. So make sure you take advantage of it. It should make you happy, about as happy as Thistle wagging her tail when she's got fresh grass and a new spot to go to. She might be our happiest pig. Don't let me down. There you go, Thistle. So that makes us happy. It should make you happy. Pigs are happy, chickens are happy. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to make the change, and we will see you again on the next video. You liking that fresh grass, huh? Everybody's going to town. It's that time of year. Some people just want some food. Are you finding fresh grass too, huh?